Do our blurb.
Man, you are just all class, eh? 3, 2, 1.
Do you know I actually had in the
Cheers, mate.
noise cancelling headphones?
No, that was
Do
your
another
charming
episode
husband.
of Ranger and Chow.
How are we, everybody? Welcome back.
To all of our subscribers, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it, but don't forget to tell your friends.
Push us along, do what you need to do, guys. Keep us going. Now, I would like to hand over to Ranger straight away because he is very keen to throw this subject at me. Go for it,
Yeah,
buddy.
I do have a subject. Things you shouldn't have to pay for. Now, this gets me a bit angry, this one. Like, for example, water in a bottle. It falls from the sky. Why are we paying for water in a bottle?
A better question is, why are we paying more for water that falls out of the sky than what we do for things like Coca-Cola and the horrible products like that out there that go through a full manufacturing process?
Back in the 1980s, when I was a kid, and I can tell you, there were water bubblers everywhere. Every park had water bubblers. Every BMX track had water bubblers. Everywhere you went, there were water bubblers. You didn't have to pay for bloody water.
Well, look, there is still a few parks and stuff that have those water bubblers and things available.
There's not many.
I just wouldn't drink from them. I wouldn't let my child drink from one. Because there's too many horrible people in the world that do horrible things to the free utensils that were out there. So that's half the reason that they don't exist anymore, because there's stupid people that do stupid things, and there goes that idea. But
yeah,
you're right.
Well,
it costs an absolute fortune for the water you have to buy from the shops.
Well, look, water in the home is another thing. I mean, again, I know we've got water piped into our houses, and you have to pay for the processing of that water and the purification of that water and all this stuff. But again, it falls from the sky. It's free. Why should we be paying for it?
Well, I'll give you a good reason why us little country folk down here pay for it. We don't have any natural supply of underground water in here. Our water is piped in from thousands of kilometers away. There is a giant big pipe that runs down the side of a lot of the highways along here. And yeah, thousands of kilometers they pump that along to get this town water. So for that, I can go, yeah, fair enough. There's a bit of infrastructure. There's a bit of ongoing maintenance for the pumping stations and stuff that have to push that water. That makes sense.
Yeah,
however, when there was that big drought in Brisbane there, and they had a massive push, everyone has to buy water tanks and store your water tanks. You'll get some sort of reward for your water tanks. And then they turned around and said, well, we're going to start metering how much you use from your water and charging you for your water tank. I went, no, we did the right thing to save all your precious infrastructure from being overwhelmed. We have the water tanks. Why are we now paying for the water in our water tanks?
See, good old Nikola Tesla, right? When he invented electricity back in whenever the bloody hell he did it, late 1890s.
I think it was about last week or something.
He said when he invented electricity, he did it with keeping in mind that it was going to be free for everyone. That was his plan. He never intended for this to be used the way it's being used, where everyone has to pay for it. And again, a natural resource, sunlight. Now we have solar panels and solar energy. The government is going, oh, crap, everyone's going to start getting free electricity. So now they're working out a way to tax solar. It never ends. The stuff should be free,
You want me to throw a spanner in the works there? Up until recently, I have been a massive fan of my drive to and from Roma when we were in Queensland. It's just past Kingaroy, sorry. There's a big wind turbine farm, pretty much. So massive hillsides, and there's hundreds of these giant wind turbines. And we're watching these being built over the years as we travel to and from. And it was brilliant. Like, yes, why wouldn't you capture the wind? That's brilliant. And there's some solar farms. If you go to the Warrego Highway from Roma down, there's a giant solar farm that's been erected, another one in the works. Like, yes, that's beautiful. Then I think my father just recently sent me an email, which was someone explaining all the downsides to these natural energies, like the fact that the amount of plastics and concrete and stuff to construct one of those wind turbines is just astronomical. The amount of consumables that we use to make those, and they have about a 20-year lifespan before they have to be replaced. And the same with your solar panels. They have about a 10 to 20-year lifespan on those before they have to be replaced. And they have massive amounts of plastics and glasses and all sorts of non-reusable products that are being used in massive, massive amounts that are only going to last a couple of years before we then need to start that process again. So all these beautiful natural energy sources still have a massive, massive impact, not to mention all that waste in the 20-year time when all these farms are then being replaced, all that non-recyclable waste. What are we doing with all that? Like, massive flow-on effect from what seemed like a good idea to me 2 years ago.
See, I'm not talking about environmental impacts of recycling stuff or anything like that. That's not the issue here. I'm just saying stuff that's free should be free. For instance, what are we going to put a tax on air soon? You know what I mean? You're going to have to. Oh, well, you live in the city, so you're going to have to pay 25 cents a liter of air you breathe every day.
You just get forced to either use electric items or you get taxed on using the items that are no longer electric.
Having said that, though, I did appreciate your rant on solar power and wind turbines. That was very interesting there.
Well, I mean, I tangented from your topic somewhat because you went down the line of Tesla and he wanted electricity to be free. Well, yes, that's a great concept, but unfortunately,
Yeah, I see what you did there.
I
see what you did there.
So you can't very well just give people the power for free as much as it's a great idea and should be great for us consumers, but there's just so much extra in the background.
It gets my goat.
Oh, mate, doesn't it just?
Anyways, having said that, my beer's nearly empty, so that's the end of that topic.
My bourbon has a sip left, and I've been waiting for you just to stop me ranting.
All right. For everybody, please subscribe down in the bottom corner there. You know where it is, just there. And we'd like to tell your friends, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. How many subscribers are we up to now? Let me have a look.
3,500 or something.